So good morning, all of you, and updating most of the students who have joined us here are freshers. Many of them are just getting started, and one of them said that he had finished off his optional coaching and now he wants to look into the GS coaching. We have Siddharth Sonowal with us, who has attempted the examination thrice, but he is not there yet. He's trying again. Welcome, Runul. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So before we start off, I just thought I can introduce this process a bit. So I represent Educemi. My name is Shabir, and I have been the geography teacher for as long as I can remember now. It's close to 18 years. Okay, I've been teaching geography, although my background is not geography, but then somehow, okay, with bit of generous support from a lot of people, we are managing, done fairly well here. And now I support Educemi. And along with geography optional, I intend to start off geography for GS also, and sessions for environment. And this will be part of our GS courses also. So that's about me. I do not know if you want to know anything more about me. Okay, yes, you're missing a strategy. Okay, let me take you through a process of some discussion points that are critical to your preparation. Okay, thank you, Abhinav. We are trying to go a bit digital and high tech. So we managed to put up some things in place, and I hope we can do justice with this. Thank you, Piyush. Thank you so much. And with us, we will have two panelists. One is Madam Nidhi Sharma. Now, and another person with us is Runul Pratap Singh. And both of them are in the services now. Nidhi Sharma is in the IRS, and she is the Deputy Commissioner, CGST, posted at Ranchi. And her role includes looking into evasion, search, and seizure. So hardcore, looking into all kind of evasions, okay, in the GST and the rest. And she has economics background. She has studied at Delhi University. Hello, Nidhi. Welcome to the session. So Runul and Nidhi are there with us now. She has been a gold medalist also, done her developmental economics, okay, from South Asian University. And along with him, we have, along with her, we have Runul Pratap. He is presently the Deputy Director at CAG. His responsibilities include auditing of PSUs, taxes, parametry, the central organizations, and he has a degree in engineering. Along with, he has done his MBA Finance. So two students who have been associated in the process and in the service. So I thought it'd be nice to have their perspective also. Okay, so welcome both of you to this webinar. And guys, this is a bit emotional moment for me, because this is the first time that we are conducting a webinar at this scale. So that is a pan-Indian webinar, and inviting some of those people who have made it to the service. So it's a great moment for me here. And like I said, I've been a geography teacher, and now I represent Educemi for all its courses and the programs that we launch. Now, there are 3-4 questions that we will try to answer. So some of the questions that we would like to address and have discussions on. One is, what is the right time to prepare for the examination? Now, before I enter that conversation, a very important point you have to understand that when we say civil services examination, most of us know it as the IAS examination. Okay. The fact is, this examination is not just about IAS. There are another services also. It does fluctuate, 19 services, 20 services, and so on. And the preparation for this also is partly also important for other services, like there are RBI examinations, there are NABARD examinations. Okay, we have examinations of the state service commissions, the public commissions of the states, plus this service, there's a combined examination also for the forest service. So if you look at the width that this examination caters to, and the preparation for CSC, what it all can benefit, it's a huge range of services. So that's approximately every year around 10 to 13 lakh students fill up the forms. The active people who actually give examinations could be in the range of 6 to 7 lakh students who give the examination. But if I'm going to add NABARD and SSC and the other services also, including some of the other central services, including engineering services, which has some amount of overlap, this number could be well more than 20 lakh aspirants every year. So my point is that there are so many people in this race. There are so many of you who are interested to get into this examination. You need to have a very organized, you need to have a very structured approach to your preparation. This is not a short preparation of 1 or 2 months or 2, 3, 4 months. You enter a coaching and you're out. Ideally speaking, this examination is going to test you for close to 2 to 3 years. And if I'm not wrong, most people who qualify, most people who ultimately make it, they need approximately around 2 to 3 attempts. If I have my figures correct, more than 80% of people who qualify, and maybe I'm a bit generous here, okay, they require 2 to 3 attempts, and 2-3 attempts approximately means it could be anything between 3 to 4 years of preparation. So let us put one thing in mind, that this examination is not something that you can fast forward. You can go into a sprint race and qualify. It's not examination where you jump in the race and start running and you qualify. Maybe it happens for some other small examinations of 1 month coaching or 2 months coaching. So let's put this in mind. Okay, so what I'm saying is that this examination has lot of range of exams it caters to. So a good range of career options with you. Second, it is very competitive. There are many people who are in the process of preparation. And the third important point I stress on is that this is not an examination that you can qualify putting 1 or 2 months. This requires 3 to 4 years. At least you have to be mentally prepared about it. Can I ask you, Nidhi, to start with, what was your experience? How much time did you take? Okay, you have been a gold medalist, you have been among the better performance. How much time did you take starting from you opening the books for the preparation and finally qualifying? Aapko kitna time laga, Nidhi? Can you tell us, please?
It was a year, almost a year that I took. I just after completing my master's, I shifted to Rajendranagar for preparations, and that was a time, and that was the month of June or July, and the prelims that year were in the month of May. So that was the exact preparation time, and that is when I had no guidance, and still I could manage in that time. And, it was a lot of hidden trials. So I think 1 year is a sufficient time for anyone to, after graduation, you can start, because of late we seeing a lot of people starting right after their graduation. So I think that is a good time to
Okay.
start.
Right. Ronan, what has been your experience? How much time did you take and starting with you
So
thinking about and getting into it?
yes,
Yes.
I took nearly 2 years, and the reason being that in comparison to Nidhi, her optional was ready by the time she completed her graduation. But since I was from a different background and my optional was geography, so I took about 1.5 years. So the first year that I wrote, I did not make it, and my preparation was, say, not up to the mark. I remember I had got 691 when 700 was the cutoff in mains. But in the second year, I was largely comfortable. So about 15 to 16 months for the whole gamut is enough.
Okay. So if I'm summing up rightly for Nidhi and for Runul, now Nidhi, okay, she took about 1 year, and Runul, okay, went in for approximately 2 years. And remember the backgrounds that they come from. Nidhi has been one of the better students, along with being a gold medalist. And very importantly, her optional was economics. And she had done masters already. she had her economics as her graduation subject. Okay, whereas Runul comes from engineering background and he had to taken up another optional. He took up geography optional and then he took 2 years. So if you actually put the efforts of Runul and Nidhi, okay, you have to account for the fact, the background that they come from. So if I say most of you have to be ready for at least 2 years, but given the circumstances, not all of us come from the best of education backgrounds. Not all of us come from the best of the schools. Not all of us have the same kind of experience. In fact, you also will struggle with the language aspect in some cases. So I think if I put a target of 2 years and 3 years, if you are mentally prepared, that should be a nice approach. Now, what happens is that in this type of an approach, most people are not sure about when to start preparation. Okay, so if I'm putting the issues in front of you one by one of the questions all of you have to answer is, when do you start? When do you start the process of preparation? If you look at the trends that we have today, you find students start off somewhere in the second year of graduation. Some of you start off in the third year of graduation, and some of you wait for graduation to get over. You get into some other courses, okay, and then start off. So essentially, you start off after graduation. Now, I will tell you what my thought process is in this, but I'll be happy if, again, both of you can tell us what is your call. See, one thing, Nidhi and Runul, is what you have done. Okay. And second is, what would you suggest based on your experience, based on your learning schedules, based on your experiments? What is your suggestion? What do you think is the right time to start? But before that, tell us, when did you start preparation? Yeah, can we start with Nidhi again, please?
Yes. If I even frankly say that I actually started while my graduation, because when I was doing my graduation, I started looking towards people. I started seeing what kind of notes people have during UPSC. In fact, doing masters was a thought after plan, because for us that people wanted me to also complete my post graduation, but I wanted to write just after my graduation. So my preparation, that way I would suggest that you should start from your basic graduation time. That is a very good time for you to actually think about your planning.
So will that be second year or third year of graduation, Nidhi, if we start?
I think second year would be a good time to start your preparation. And
But you had not joined any classes or any sessions, right? You were preparing on your own largely?
Largely, yes.
Okay, okay.
But formal sessions were taken after I finished my regular because with college I didn't take, but after that I started getting into it. But yes, but from my own personal experience, from the people who have been clearing UPSC, I have this is my suggestion that yes, my journey formally began after my post graduation, but the sooner the better. So you can start right from your graduation days.
Okay. Okay, if I'm hearing Nidhi right. Okay, Nidhi, and remember, every time you are listening to suggestions, don't forget the background that they come from. Because your background can be different, your choice of subjects can be different, your level of competencies can be different, your schooling experience can be different. So keep that in mind. But what Nidhi did was, she had started looking into her preparation right from the second year of graduation, although formally she joined classes much later. I'll ask her another question a few minutes later. Yeah, Runul, can we get back to you now? Please tell us, when did you start your preparation?
Sir, I worked for 3 years in a private firm. I worked for Nokia for 3 years after my engineering. So मेरे लिए graduation के समय से इतनी probability नहीं थी कि मैंने start की. And as engineers, we look for a job during graduation. UPSC was not my aim. So मेरे तो graduation के करीब 3.5 साल बाद मैंने preparation शुरू किया. I started about 3.5 years after my engineering was over. And of course, you know, the first day that I came to Delhi, I came over to you. So, so that's how my journey started. But I started from ground zero after exactly 3 years after my 3.5 years after my
And you
graduation.
were doing some job at that time?
Yes, sir. I was working in a R&D firm, Nokia.
Okay.
I was an electronics engineer there. So zero preparation before.
Guys, this is a very good example that we are working with. Okay, we have one who comes from a very, very strong academic background. Okay, who is many ways not like most of us, including me. And we have another person who comes from a different, slightly different background, where he has experimented with graduation. He has gone into a job, and job के बाद में 3-4 साल के बाद में he thought he must start off the preparation, and both of them are successful. Okay, so Nidhi, whilst starts from second year, we have Runul who started graduation and then 3 years of work experience, and then he starts off. Okay, and interestingly, okay, both of them succeeded and pretty well. They have managed clearing. Now, I'll ask you a question, Runul. If given a choice to you, or if you are suggesting to students, what would you recommend? Should they wait for graduation to get over and then do a job for 1 or 2 years and then start off? Or if they have clarity of what they want to achieve and go into, should they start earlier? What is your suggestion here?
Sir, it's a personal call one would take. Now, if I were to suggest according to what is the best for preparation, then maybe starting with the newspapers or some basics would be decent from the second year onwards.
Okay.
That gives you an advantage. But this is a marathon. This is, like you said, this is not a sprint race that you run. So the day you are confident enough that this is the career that you want, I think you are good to start from even after graduation. Obviously, the ideal is what we have discussed, start from second year onwards and full time maybe after your graduation is over. But even if you start later, I have a lot of friends, batchmates from IITs, from medical, even from IIMs, and a lot of people from state-run colleges, not so good background. I have people in my batch who are just first-time graduates in their family. अफसोस तो बहुत दूर की बात है sir. They are the first-time graduates in their family. So everybody should be comfortable where they start. Obviously, ideal rests that you start right after your graduation.
Okay. So Hariom wants us to say a bit on the same topic in Hindi. Hariom, Runul कहना ये चाह रहे हैं कि कब शुरू करना है ये थोड़ा पर्सनल चॉइस है. Okay, जब भी आप शुरू करो, it should be based on थोड़ा आपने अपने आप को संभाल लिया है. And ideally speaking, Runul thinks that second year of graduation is where you can start off. थोड़ा थोड़ा पढ़ाई करते रहिए current affairs. Now वही चीज मैं अभी समझाने वाला हूं आप लोगों को. Now see guys, not getting influenced by what we are saying, let me give the logic here. If you look at the preparation, of course, Runul and Nidhi, I must say, since the time you left and what has happened last 2-3 years, the examination quality and the range of questions has changed dramatically. The pattern has also changed. Okay? So if you look at the preparation, you have GS which is worth 1,000 marks. You have essays paper, okay, and you also have to prepare optional. Okay, one of the optional which is worth 500 marks, essays worth 250 marks. And this is a very intense preparation that requires graduation level of study. आपका +3 type का preparation होना चाहिए. Okay, graduation level study. Now what happens is, बहुत सारे बच्चे जो आप लोग आते हो, जिस टाइप के बैकग्राउंड से आते हो, होता क्या है, आपका बेस इतना स्ट्रांग होता नहीं है. Your base is not very strong. So I would recommend that there should be some kind of bridge preparation. Bridge preparation where you are initiated. आपकी शुरुआत हो जानी चाहिए. एक bridge preparation where you have a fair idea about some basic concepts. In the case of Nidhi, her good academic background probably became her bridge preparation. In case of Runul, he might have taken us some more time, but maybe it all depends on आपके स्कूल से आए हैं, आपका एजुकेशन का परफॉर्मेंस कैसा रहा है. बट आप सभी को एक ब्रिज प्रिपरेशन करना चाहिए. ब्रिज प्रिपरेशन मतलब होता है some basic studies like we are looking at basic history, we are looking at basic geography, we are looking at basic economy. Okay, most of you who join, they do not know simple definitions of what is GDP, simple definitions of what is inflation, a basic idea about what is industrial performance, what the challenge about agriculture. और अच्छी बात ये है, ये सारा कुछ part of the school syllabus होता है. Okay, all of you, would you agree, Runul and Nidhi, that these basic things are all part of school? Okay, and I can see, you know, my children study 6th, 7th, 8th class mein. It's amazing what all they're studying. Class 6 NCERT has history details so rich. I'm surprised how we forget in span of time. So all of this is basic school preparation. This can be managed by basic NCERTs. This can be managed by basic material available in the market. And if I give you a time limit here, this preparation could be about 3 or 4 months of preparation. Okay, but it's very important that preparation is done very sincerely. Okay, so aap jab formally ghuste ho, like say Nidhi started her formal preparation after her graduation. Runul started his formal preparation 3 years after graduation. But this is something which was happening unconsciously for some of you. For others, it has to be a conscious process. We have a question from Kanika. She is a postgraduate from NIFT with 5 years of experience. Can you suggest something specific? Would be very helpful. Kritika, this is exactly what I'm trying to tell you right now. Okay, if you have moved into NIFT, maybe design the rest, it's possible that you have missed out on the basics. You have forgotten. ऐसे नहीं आपने पढ़ाई नहीं किया है, आप शायद भूल चुके हो. So अगर आप 4-5 महीना देते हो with some basic NCERT books for basic reading, okay, you can have an edge to enter the formal preparation. But this has to be done a bit more planned process में. This has to be done with a bit more of conscious preparation and not randomly reading a book for the sake of reading. Yes, I think NCERTs में every page is important, every line is important. बेटा आप सोच के देखो ना बेटा, ये स्कूल की किताबें हैं, ये बच्चे जो क्लास 6, 7, 8 के बच्चे पढ़ते हैं. So it's impossible that ऐसे कंटेंट बेकार होंगे. हाँ, ये पॉसिबल है कि शायद आपको पता है. अगर आपको पता है तो आगे जल्दी बढ़ जाइए. But every information of school books, every information of school textbook is very, very important. If you know that, move faster. If you do not know that, maybe go a bit slower. So you have to decide, ये बेटा आप लोगों का कॉल है कि आपका ये वाला part how strong or weak है. I'll just share one thing with you, all of you. You know, मेरे साथ, I have, you know, every year I'm dealing with approximately 2,000 to 3,000 students who are preparing. And out of 2,000 students, I can say with conviction, approximately more than 1,900 of them. तो अगर मैं 100-200 बच्चों को छोड़ देता हूं, okay, 1800 बच्चे, 1900 बच्चे, they are those who are struggling with their basic concepts. They are struggling with basic terms. They are struggling with basic writing skills, basic comprehension skills. So if you jump into the formal preparation without your bridge preparation in place, if you jump into a proper preparation without the bridge preparation in place, you are in trouble. और ये साइकिल ऐसा है बच्चों कि एक बार आप घुस जाते हो, उसे निकलना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. Then you get into the tactical mode and you miss out the bigger preparation and the bigger targets. Okay. बेटा युक्ता क्लास 6th हो, 7th हो, 11th हो, ये कोई फॉर्मूला थोड़ी है युक्ता. आप किताब खोलें, ओके, क्लास 6th ऑनवर्ड खोलें, और आपको लगता है कि क्लास 6 का आप भूल चुकी हैं तो पढ़िए क्लास 6 का. अगर आपको लगता है 6th और 7th आपका सही चल रहा है तो आप फिर 8th का पढ़िए. ऐसा कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं है, लेकिन you should have to be good with the content of your school textbooks. Will you add something? Okay, Runul and Nidhi, can you add something on this, please?
Absolutely. स्कूल एनसीईआरटी अपने प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस से हम बताना चाहेंगे दैट आप हम लोग राजेंद्र नगर या कोई भी मार्केट्स में सारी एनसीईआरटीज को ना, बाकी बुक्स तो आराम से आपको मिल जाती है, एनसीईआरटी के लिए देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ फाइट। वी यूज्ड टू गेट साइक्लोसाइज्ड जो पुरानी एनसीईआरटीज हैं जिनके सिलेबस चेंज भी हो जाता है, तो कुछ कंटेंट होता है जो अच्छा होता है पुरानी किताबों में। यहाँ तक कि ये भी हुआ कि एक बार मैं खुद एनसीईआरटी के ऑफिस से चली गई कि मुझे सारी किताबें आप दे दीजिए, पुरानी अगर आपके पास स्टॉक में है तो बोलते मैडम आप किताबें लेने में, उनके पास भी नहीं था, जैसा कि ओनली। सो दैट इज व्हाट इज, जैसे आपने बताया कि जितना भी एनसीईआरटी का आप बैकग्राउंड मटेरियल लीजिए और उसको स्टडी कीजिए, एवरी डिटेल इज इम्पोर्टेंट। एंड आई विल, इतना सरप्राइजिंग होता है, इट इज सो सरप्राइजिंग टू नो कि हम बच्चों की किताबों में से इतना ज्ञान है जो हमें पता ही नहीं है, जो आज हम भूल चुके हैं ग्रेजुएशन पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करते करते। हिस्ट्री, आर्ट एंड कल्चर, मंदिरों के बारे में, बुद्धिज्म के बारे में, जैनिज्म के बारे में इतनी सुंदर डिटेल्स है जो वी डोंट इवन नो कि बच्चों 6th क्लास के बच्चे को आता है, 7th क्लास के बच्चे को आता है। तो आपको जो भी डिटेल्स मिल रही हैं, चाहे वो 7वीं की किताब है, 8वीं की है, वो डिटेल्स आपके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है।
बच्चों में एक चीज कहूंगा, आप लोग जब प्रिपरेशन शुरू करते हो, कहीं ना कहीं आपका एक फॉर्मूला प्रिपरेशन हो जाती है। यू आर वेटिंग कि मुझे बता दो व्हाट बुक टू रीड एंड आई विल रीड फ्रॉम देयर। सो इफ यू आस्क मी, आई एम अज्यूमिंग योर स्कूल वाज गुड, सो रीड फ्रॉम क्लास 11। फिर आप बाकी सारा किताब छोड़ देते हो, 11 से पढ़ना शुरू करते हो, एंड दैट टू अ हाफ हार्टेड एफर्ट। किसी और ने कह दिया है डू फ्रॉम क्लास 6, सो यू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम क्लास 6, बट योर एफर्ट ऑफ प्रिपरेशन इज नॉट एज गुड। सो माय सजेशन टू यू इज डोंट गो बाय दिस काइंड ऑफ फॉर्मूला सजेशंस। कितने की किताबें आती हैं, पूरी सेट आ जाएगी आपके 2-3-4 हजार रुपए में आ जाएगी। इन्वेस्ट इन इट और आप बैठ जाओ, यू सिट डाउन विद द बुक्स, क्लास 6, क्लास 7, एंड वन बाय वन check if you know the content or not. Check on your own what is your proficiency level. देखो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, some kind of self evaluation. I mean, my experience tells me this is something people do not do properly. You have to be honest in your preparation. You have to be very sincere in your evaluation. क्या बुक पढ़ना है बेटा हम बता देंगे आपको, ओके कौन सा चैप्टर पढ़ना है बता देंगे, बट कैन यू इवैल्यूएट योर पोजीशन फर्स्ट इवैल्यूएट कि एग्जैक्टली आपका स्ट्रेंथ किसमें है, व्हाट इज योर स्ट्रेंथ, व्हाट आर योर गैप्स। तो उसके लिए करना क्या है, क्लास 6, क्लास 7, क्लास 8 एनसीईआरटी उठाइए और खुद जज करिए आपको क्या पता है क्या नहीं पता है, व्हाट यू नो, व्हाट यू हैव फॉरगॉटन, व्हाट यू हैड बीन टॉट बट यू आर नाउ मिसिंग आउट, and accordingly decide what book to start off the preparation with. And I very well identify with Nidhi because when I was preparing, okay, I also had gone to NCERT office and I had bought the entire bundle from the office. The office back then was somewhere near Katwaria Sarai in South Delhi. I don't know abhi wahan par office hai ya nahi, I do not know. But I stayed in NCERT office for close to 3 to 4 hours. और इतने सारे बुक्स देखे और सरप्राइज, एनसीईआरटी इज पब्लिशिंग सच अ रेंज ऑफ बुक्स, हिंदी में भी है, इंग्लिश में भी है, इन रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस में भी है. सो ऑल ऑफ यू कैन डू दैट. ओके, गो देयर, assess your evaluate your preparation first. So if I am summing up all of this, okay, the question that we are dealing with is what is the right time to prepare. The question that we're trying to answer is what is the right year when you can actually start preparation. So our suggestion is that there is certain amount of basic study to be done. There is some amount of bridge study to be done. And this bridge study, it's best, I think, if I can suggest, the bridge study is best if you can start from the second year. This preparation can be self-paced. This preparation can be guided. Okay, I do not know if institutes are providing this type of a bridge course. Okay, but agar koi provide kar raha hai, you can consider joining, but this is entirely based on your evaluation. By the way, we are starting off with our geography optional classes from 6th of August. और मेरा ये एक effort रहेगा that the students who are part of the classes, I will try initiating them into some bit of preparation while they are doing the optional studies also. So I think if I recommend, start from second or third year, but the second or third year preparation should not be based on intense preparation, but largely based on self-evaluation, self-pacing, and do your NCERTs thoroughly. Do your school books thoroughly. It could be from class 6, it could be from class 8, it could be from class 10th or 11th, whatever. But when I say school content, I want your content from class 6 to class 12 to be done properly so that you are ready for a formal induction into your preparation. Am I summing up well, Runul? You want to add something to this?
Just a little word of advice. For me, from a technical background, most of these subjects were totally lost. Because 11, 12, say you start preparing for physics, chemistry, maths.
Oh yes.
Yes, sir. And
special advice for engineering students and science students. Okay, आपका humanities पिटा हुआ होता है. Okay, totally destroyed.
You live in a fool's paradise thinking that the whole world is very educated, very. So UPSC preparation was a kind of a wake-up call to realize how India is. Right, sir. So very quickly summing up, for me, NCERTs were not easy. I think to call it just school education is reducing their importance. They were very tough for me, sir. I had to make notes for each one of them, read them again and again and again. So and prelims mein, mains mein, they pick up exact verbatim from the books. So
books,
you
yes.
need to be more thorough than you think you need to be. So I mean, the importance cannot be undermined. They are almost as important as your.
Okay. So summing up Runul's ideas, those who come from engineering background, you need to be a bit more careful because you have got no clue about lot of topics of humanities. Although you were taught, आपको पढ़ाया गया था, but you have forgotten. Okay. And again, there's no formula here. If you want to look up a bit of science books, do so. You assess yourself whether you need a good study here or your background going to help you. But more or less, your preparation can start from second or third year onwards. The formal coaching can start a bit later. Bhuvneshwari, that's a very specific question about geography classes. Now, this webinar is very specific to certain issues of freshers. So maybe if you can connect with me afterwards, I can answer you, Bhuvneshwari. Okay, so this was the first topic we discussed. When can we start the preparation? Okay, now, Runul, I'll ask you, what is your view about the way everything has been disrupted because of COVID? What do you think now? How should students go about? So our first question was about when to start.
Sir, a few students are asking if they are in a engineering or a medical school, when should they start?
Yes, so, please do answer. You can answer. Yes, please take it on.
So the answer is your graduation N-1. If you're completing your graduation in 2020, so 2019 should be a good time. If it's 22, then 21. So N-1 is your date. I'm sure N-1 you are something comfortable with.
And I think there are some older students also who have gone past their graduation years, many. So now they are saying that they are not in the window of preparing now.
Then you
so
like
it's
me.
Okay. It's okay. I mean, whenever you have thought, whenever that idea has implanted in you that you want to prepare and you want to write UPSC, that is the start. And you should do something about it. It is never too late. It is okay. People write later also in their life, after their children are born. It is okay. I mean, everyone is their own time zone. It is, we always talk about an ideal situation that, you should always exercise, but it is okay if you're starting exercise and meditation at the age of 30, it is okay. It is absolutely okay. So those people who are no more in graduation,
is that okay? Ideally, graduation gets over. And those of you who are not in this situation, it's fine whenever you want to start, but be prepared mentally that you have to give time. The later you start, the more intense should be your preparation to cover the bridge topics. जितना देर शुरू करेंगे आपको उतना टाइम लगेगा बेसिक पढ़ने के लिए. ओके, फॉर्मूला नहीं है कि अगर आपने ग्रेजुएशन शुरू नहीं किया है so you have got no chance. So Runul is here. He started preparation 3 years after his graduation and he is where he is. So ऐसा कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं है. आइडियल कंडीशन में ये है. अदरवाइज जब आपकी आंख खुली, जब लगता है आप रेस में आ सकते हो, go on with it. But be prepared to give time to your preparation. Yes, Runul?
Sir, when I came into the preparation, I had only 2 attempts with me.
Oh, wow. You don't have more pressure.
Sir, I did not tell at home. You know, had I told at home, nobody would have allowed me. So when I came, I was already 28, and that time the age limit was 30. So I didn't qualify in the first attempt, and second attempt, with God's grace, your guidance.
Okay, that's a nice example. Okay, yes. Okay, Talha says, "Jab jago to savera, tab savera." Good, nice. So Runul started much later, and he was already 28 years of age when he got into the race. I'm not saying that's an example that's what you should do. But then no reason why you should feel lack of confidence because starting a bit late. आपको मेहनत थोड़ी ज़्यादा करनी पड़ेगी. That's about it.